you can see from the title of this video, this is my March book haul, and I'm hoping that this is going to be my last book haul for a while because I have just been on a book buying craze, and for the past couple weeks I've been in a little bit of a reading slump, so I'm like, I need to just really focus on reading the books that I have and not buying any more books. So fingers crossed that there won't be an April book haul because that's just, unless I get out of this reading slump. But anyway, let's just jump right into this. I purchased Spark Joy by Marie Kondo. This is the sequel, or I guess companion book to The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, which I read or listened to for the first time last year, and I've listened to it multiple times since then. I love it. I did the whole program. The whole premise of it, it's a nonfiction book about decluttering your house by keeping the things that spark joy. So this is just a, it's called an illustrated masterclass on the art of organizing and tidying up. So it's just more in-depth, more detailed, plus there are pictures. And at the same time that I bought this book, I also bought this little Book Nerd bookmark, which I think is really cute. It's got the glasses and it says Book Nerd. Alex and Ada. I've actually never really been that into graphic novels, but I see this all the time on BookTube and I've been really intrigued about it. It looks really cool about this boy or guy who falls in love with a robot who's like a girl, very like realistic looking female robot. And the art looks really like clean and contemporary. And I don't know, I just have really been wanting to read it. So when I was in the little comic book store, I looked for it and they had it and I bought it. So I'm sure it's gonna be a really quick read. So hopefully it'll help me get out of my book slump or my reading slump. So the next three, I don't really know much about what they're about and I didn't buy them. A coworker of mine gave/lent them to me. She didn't really ask for them back, so I don't know if she wants them back. I don't know if I'm gonna like them, but the first one being The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova. So I have never heard of this before. I have no idea what it's about. She also gave me Oh Jerusalem by Laurie R. King, and this one actually seems kind of cool because one of the characters is Sherlock Holmes. And the last book she gave/lent to me is Blind Man's Bluff by Faye Kellerman, and this seems like it's going to be a mystery kind of, yeah, it's a detective story. The main character is an LAPD detective. If you remember from my February book haul, I got Ignite Me by Tahereh Mafi, and I received at the beginning of the month Unravel Me. This is the second book in the Shatter Me series by Tahereh Mafi, and the Shatter Me trilogy is about a girl named Juliet who has the power to kill people just by touching them. So now that I have all three, I can finally finish the series because I've been really curious about it. Even though the first one did not like thrill me, I have heard that it gets a lot better. So Team Warner. Anyway, yeah, moving on. Next, these are books. I'm pretty sure the rest of these are from Book Outlet. I had a coupon $5 off your $35 purchase, so I was trying to kind of get it up to $35. So I purchased The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I've been wanting to read more classics, so this is actually one I've been wanting to read for a while. It is about Dorian Gray, who has a portrait commissioned of him, and I don't know, Dorian Gray is like he's a lush, he's an alcoholic, he goes and he parties and does all this crazy stuff, but he's very attractive and he's really into himself, so that's why he wants this portrait painted of him, but he's so disgusting on the inside, so I guess the portrait starts to show how disgusting he is, but like in his features. I got the Anna and the French Kiss trilogy from Book Outlet, so these are by Stephanie Perkins, and I've really been in the mood for just a cutesy, fluffy, contemporary book that is not going to be a lot to digest, but is something that's really going to be good. I don't really know much about what it's about because I know each one is about a different character, but I know Anna appears in Lola and the Boy Next Door, and Lola appears in Isla and the Happily Ever After, and I think the covers of these books are absolutely gorgeous. I'm excited to have them on my shelf. I also purchased All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. This was also on Book Outlet. I know this is supposed to be kind of sad. I think it starts off where there are two characters, a boy and a girl, who are both on the roof of a building and want to commit suicide, but one of them talks the other out of it or something like that. So it's going to be about mental illness, which I'm really curious about. As you can see, I've kind of been into, or have the craving for contemporary novels, which is very unusual for me, but I'm just kind of rolling with it. And this was also recommended to me by my sister, Hannah. If you're watching this, I love you. She really loved this book. I remember her reading it last year when she was visiting me in Maryland. So I'm excited to jump into this. Next, another book outlet purchase. I got Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. I'm pretty sure this one is about two best friends, one of whom disappears, and she kind of leaves a bucket list or kind of scavenger hunt for the other friend to do to kind of bring her out of her shell. And it's just like certain things like kiss a stranger, go skinny dipping, dance until dawn, like cute stuff like that. So this just seems like it's gonna be fun and cutesy, and obviously there's a theme here of the books I've been craving. The next one is the second book from the Fifth Wave trilogy. I think it's going to be a trilogy, and this is The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey. If you recall, I purchased The Fifth Wave in February. That was part of my February book haul. I haven't picked it up yet, but again, I was just trying to get up to $35, and I was like, why not get this second book? The Fifth Wave is about alien invasions, and that's all I know about it. And finally, from Book Outlet, I purchased I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson, and I'm quite sure this is about a couple of twins, or a set of twins, who were really close, and this is about them kind of growing apart or something like that. That's all I really know about it. I think it's going to be sort of a coming of age story, also contemporary, and it's also a really pretty cover. So that's what I did this month, is I went a little crazy on Book Outlet because I had a coupon, because I'm going to save so much money by spending money, and I'm on a little bit of a contemporary kick for some reason. Oh, and before I forget, because I actually bought a couple of things from Barnes & Noble online as well. They're not books, but they're kind of book related. One of them is this really cute notebook by Kate Spade. It says, "So well composed." Hi, Harley. My dog is scared of my lighting setup, but she's being very brave and walking past it. And then I also bought a new diary because I've been writing pretty regularly in a diary ever since October. I used to do it when I was a kid, and I wanted to start doing it again. So in October, I bought a cheaper diary, and I told myself if I completed every single page of that journal, I could buy the one that I really wanted, and it was this one. It's really pretty. It's got cherry blossoms on it. It's got this like leather wrap to wrap around it and keep it closed, and it has a little ribbon bookmark as well. I just think it's really pretty. It makes me so happy to look at and to write in. I feel so fancy. And I live really close to Washington, D.C., and in Washington, D.C., there's the Cherry Blossom Festival. So I just thought it was so appropriate that I was able to get this right around Cherry Blossom Festival time. So those are the books I acquired in the month of March. And we are getting towards the end of March, which means next week I'm going to have my April book releases coming out, as well as you got the March wrap up and all that good stuff. So just in case you like me, which would be really cool, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I post videos every Monday. If you liked my video just now, me doing this, give it a thumbs up because that'd be cool. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!